This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Dacob here. Today we're going to be talking Chanel. We're going to do confessions. Several confessions of CHANELOHOLICs. Guilty as charged, one CHANELOHOLIC here, but guess what? I got another CHANELOHOLIC here with me right now. The CCSPY, Laura is with us. Woo! Hello, Laura.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, darling. Now, let me fade you in so people can see the gorgeousness that is you. There you are.
Thank you.
Guys, check her out. We got, oh, and you know what? I'm going to put on, where did I put it? I lost my, I want to put, no, because in your honor, I want to put the Chanel, I'm going to put on the scarab gold earring. So I have a little bit of Egyptian vibes going on as well with you.
Ah, oh, I love that.
There we go. So, you guys, before we keep talking about our Chanel obsessions, might I remind you that if you like this video, thumb it up. Keep thumbing up the video and let the YouTube algorithm know that we're doing something good here. And also, subscribe to my channel. Push that subscription button. Next to the subscription button, you can also push the join button. Join today and gain access to extra perks as a member or a patron of the Fashion Bunker. And thank you to all the patrons and members who have already pledged, because all of y'all's plus all the extra wonderful people who have subscribed to my channel are in the live stream right now because we are filming this video live. So Laura and I are talking and the chats are rolling. So Laura,
yes.
How has your day been thus far?
It's been very good today. It was quite sunny here. I've been busy, but very nice day.
And how do we have a Chanel bag of the day?
My wallet on chain, black wallet on chain.
Oh, the black one, not the. I was going to say like black one. Okay.
No, I'm not allowed that one yet. That's for my birthday.
So, birthday is coming on the 6th of April.
That's right.
Which is just around the corner.
That's right.
But the wallet on chain has been packed since when?
For a month now.
And you were really that good, like, that you did not open it?
No, I did open it.
Ah.
I did open it. I looked at it. I sent you pictures. I sent my friends pictures. And then I put it back.
Yeah, because I was thinking about, like, if you're going to keep it closed for a month, like, you're going to miss that slot. Like, if something is wrong with the wallet on chain, you can't send it back anymore.
Of course, we need to check it thoroughly as soon as it arrives.
Yeah, yeah. You know, so what do you think? I mean, can we already know what you're going to wear for your birthday?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I'm going to wear my sequin Chanel jacket from the Rocket collection.
Ooh,
with,
the one with the big shoulder pads.
The one with the big shoulder pads. Giving you like 1980s shoulder pad power.
I'm loving it.
And a t-shirt and some nice jeans. That's it.
And what were you, you know, I actually always wanted to ask you that, because whenever you send me the photo of that jacket, by the way, guys, you can check out, Laura posted that jacket. She's wearing it on her Instagram profile. I'll link the Instagram in the description box down below. But just to let you know, you can find Laura on Instagram under the CCSPY, THECC, the two letters, CCSPY, the CCSPY. And you could see her wearing that jacket. And every time I see her wearing the jacket, I always ask myself, some of the sequins, you know, they're like, I mean, it's silver, right? But some of them are like blackened. Is that the reflection of the light, how it hits, or do they flip?
They flip.
Ooh.
They flip. So if you run your hand, it's like checked white, black, and blue. And then if you flip them, it's black.
Oh my God, it's one of those flippable, like they do with pillows?
Exactly. The excitement is real.
Oh my God!
Don't touch me. Don't touch the sequins.
Laura, you did not tell me this when you got the jacket, because I just thought it was silver.
No, actually my daughter came over and she went like that on my arm and she went, Mom, they flip. They change color.
Laura, that is so, oh my God, I'm just like melting over here. So, ooh, that's because,
Yes.
you know, it's a thing. Like, so they made it that way because, you know, you can like buy pillows where they flip the image.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
That's
just today, this is the freakiest thing ever. Just today, I saw one of those sequence pillows. You buy it, it's red, completely red. And when you flip it, when you flip the freaking thing, you get the face of Nicolas Cage. Like, what the?
Wow. Did you know that Nicolas Cage had bought a house quite close to the area where I live?
Really? Because of Dismaland or what?
No, in Wetmore. Yeah. Yeah, Nicolas Cage bought a house and rebuilt it, and it was for sale for like £2 million if you want to move over or something.
Oh, wait, so he is, he's a house flipper.
I think he was here. I'm trying to put this as tactfully as I can. It was something to do with tax. So he came over.
Oh, Nicolas Cage was evading some tax payments in America.
Perhaps he was just, I don't know, doing something with tax, and he came to Somerset. Yeah, beautiful house.
Oh, Nicholas.
Yeah. And I remember because I went out with a friend to a reclamation yard, as we do, and we drove around the area, and she said, "Oh, you know, that's Nicolas Cage. It used to be Nicolas Cage. His house used to live here." So.
You see how everything is connected and holistic? I'm just about to faint now because like, why the hell would I talk about Nicolas Cage and this pillow and then you say that he lived next? You see how everything is connected? This is insane.
I know. We're in sync always, you and I.
This is amazing. Oof, child, let me tell you. Hey, you know, I'm wearing today, I don't know if you're looking right now at the live, but I'm wearing the Paris Dallas chain necklace.
Gorgeous.
Do you have any pieces from the Paris Dallas collection?
Do you know, I don't think so.
You know, they had everything was like.
I do. No, I have found a pair of the knee-high boots on a second-hand sort of website.
Yeah.
That I'm very tempted with the meta caps, and I did like that collection. I don't know why I didn't buy anything from that collection. I don't know where I was at the time, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, I also didn't get, you know what, now I'm like really disappointed that I didn't get like more pieces.
Oh, yeah.
But when the collection hit, I was a bit torn between, you know, that whole, you know, cultural appropriation story, you know, Native Americans, and then kind of Karl Lagerfeld for Chanel designing stuff inspired by, but then I thought, you know, political correctness aside, the pieces were really beautiful.
I agree. I have the catwalk book and I'm looking at it right now.
I have it too. And I actually also have, did you also get that really thick one with the thick pages? The promotional one with like cardboard pages.
Oh, no, I have two of the catwalk ones.
Oh, I don't have that one. Those are amazing. So you have every look.
I have every look. So I'm looking at the Wild West 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Paris, Dallas. Yeah, really beautiful.
Do you remember that one bag? Okay, you guys are going to laugh now in the live chats when you hear me say this, but there was this one bag, Laura, that I am it's like my guilty pleasure to look for it from time to time on secondhand website. I never found it again, so it's not like I could just plunge and buy it, but there's this one bag from that collection that I swear to God, oof. Okay, how to describe it? It wasn't classic at all. Okay, it was totally... Actually, there's two bags. One is the saddle bag. It's their version of the saddle bag, but not like the Dior saddle bag that is kind of like, it's like a photo of the saddle. You know the saddle bag. It's like the profile.
Yes,
it's
I
like
know the one, and I think I saw it in a resale sort of website. I'm going to send you the link later if I can find it again.
But the one that I like it's a frontal saddle, so it's all symmetric. Yeah. It's not like short on one side, bigger. It's like a complete symmetry of a bag. And then there's another one that I love even more. Actually, the saddle bag is my favorite. And it has hundreds of fringes of leather falling from the side.
Wow.
It's fringed. It's full of black. It's a black bag with black heavy fringes hanging from both sides. It's tacky as tacky can get, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine to look at that bag and be like, oh yeah, I could rock that bag. But I never got the bag. Yeah.
So many missed opportunities. Yeah.
Do you remember they also had like a pistol and like with sequins bag, and then they also had the dollar bag.
Well, the dollar bag that I did my painting based on.
Yeah, that's the one you did you based it off of that particular bag?
Yes, from that clutch. That was a dollar. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got super chat. Thank you so much, Robert, for the Robert just sent us a super. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Big heart, Robert, for the super chat. Yeah. So that's which collection would you say? Well, oh, we got the confetti too. Yay! Thank you, Robert. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the question I wanted to ask you because I have here. I made a video about this, so I always keep them all protected and packed. A bag in a bag in a bag. You know how I'm the bag lady. I'm the crazy bag lady that packs everything to nausea because you can never have enough bags wrapping your bags. I'm going to show you now my smallest Chanel bag. What is your smallest Chanel bag? In size.
The smallest Chanel bag is the vanity, the small vanity in black caviar. It's like a rectangular vanity. Oh, that is beautiful.
It's a tiny little baby. Look how little. And on the sides, it even goes inwards. So it's even smaller than you know what I mean? Look, it's like, so there's like
that bag now.
There's no space in here for anything. And it has a little bit of this was, it has a bit of a concept. This was the space travel collection.
Yes.
And then it has this kind of tubular leather tube here, and then it kind of just goes, the chain goes through that. And it even has a back pocket, but it is the smallest bag I own. So this was
Such a beautiful bag.
What was this, 2013, 14? I can't even remember anymore.
The space collection?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm checking the book.
And look, guys, they made the burgundy leather on the inside. Yes, this one is completely in leather, even the interior.
Oh, wow, that is so beautiful. You know, I really want that bag of yours.
And it's such a cutie. This is one of the last collections Chanel did where the lambskin is that same quality of lambskin, the butter lambskin, the sturdy butter lambskin that they had in the 90s as well. Because this one it's just so creamy and it's substantial to the touch. So let me show it as close as possible with the different light sources. So this is the smallest Chanel bag I have in terms of bag being considered a bag. Of course, we do have small leather goods. Like wallet on chain is not actually a bag. Would you say that the wallet on chain is actually a bag or a small leather good?
Well, they consider it a small leather good, but to me it's a bag because I can fit quite a lot in it. So
yeah, I think so too. And I think, you know what I think Chanel is going to do? I think because the price of the wallet on chain has gone so up, sooner or later, they're just going to push the wallet on chain into the bag section. I don't think it's going to be a small leather good in a short period of time. I think they're going to up it to bag standard because the price is just not for small leather good anymore. Like when it reaches $3,000 like dollars, it's gonna reach 3,000 soon.
Yes, soon.
I mean, then you can't call it a small leather good anymore.
No. To me, the wallet on chain is a beautiful bag. I really love them, and as I just said, it's a bag to me. I have a small phone, so it fits in my small bags. I actually bought a phone that would fit my small bags.
Oh my God! So you adapt the phone to the bag.
I bought a flip phone, yes. So I can fold it in half and I can fit it in any bag.
I mean, I'm telling you guys, confessions of Chaneloholics. There is a reason. There is a reason why there is a reason why we're Chaneloholics. Like our whole life revolves around. Okay, so I'm gonna wear this bag today. So if I wear this bag today, everything else has to rotate around this bag.
I actually said I actually said to my husband, I need a new phone so it fits my mini bags.
Oh my God. But how have you found, is it practical, the little beauty case?
I love it.
Your smallest.
I absolutely love it. Yeah. Yeah.
But the beauty case is also small leather good, actually, right?
Yes, but again, it fits so much. It's like it's a rectangular vanity. It was very hard to find because it didn't come to the UK. So I had to buy from somewhere else and from a boutique in Europe and have it sent. But again, I can fit my flip phone. I can fit the keys, makeup. I don't tend to carry loads with me. I'm not somebody who carries lots of stuff in the bag. And sunglasses, and it all fits. And I love it because it's so easy to just wear crossbody and feel free.
The only issue I have with it, though, is I always think it's a bit complicated while you are wearing it crossbody to open it, because the zippers, you got to zip it on both sides, and then the chain is attached to the flap. So it kind of just opens up, you know, it like kind of falls open, right?
Yes, and I put my hand on the bottom of the bag and then I open it. I love that little bag. I wore it a lot before between the first lockdown and the second lockdown.
Oh my God.
And the third lockdown.
The third and the second lockdown, it's a tragedy, these lockdowns.
It is. My Chanel stuff just languishing in the wardrobe.
You know what I've been thinking, and I've been saying this to all our lovely chatters and co-viewers in the past. I said, you know what? When the times get a little bit better, my dream would be for all of us to meet up in Paris.
Definitely.
And I was hoping that we managed to do this before the Chanel exhibition closes, but the Chanel exhibition is like literally closing now. I think it already closed. It was supposed to close in March. Yeah, I think it already closed.
Yeah.
But the idea was to meet like for the Chanel exhibition. But you know, oh man, a meet and greet, everybody partying at Chanel, our pilgrimage, all of us going to 31 Rue Cambon on our knees, like, you know, like they do in Santiago de Compostela.
Santiago de Compostela, yes. We're all like, walking the...
Could you imagine? With little flags in our hands, little Chanel flags on our knees.
We could be Chanel Templars, you know, like going on a crusade to Chanel.
Oh my God, we could be even... we could be worse, like, you know, like they do in Madrid. I've seen them do this often where they flagellate themselves for Easter. I think they do it for Easter, don't they? That they whip themselves like the...
Yes, you just went really... This escalated quickly. We went from the Chanel to the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, total Da Vinci Code. Yeah, we're gonna walk very Da Vinci Code from the Louvre, from the Pyramid of the Louvre, all the way to 31 Rue Cambon, flagellating ourselves.
Yeah.
And also adding a little bit of Game of Thrones. Because we're spending all our money on Chanel, we're gonna be like, shame, shame, shame.
Oh gosh, yes, that's the dream. That's the stuff my dreams are made of.
Damn, you know your bag. You know the bag that you retouched that your friend sent you. It's been a huge success since the last week we spoke about it. People have been checking your Instagram, stalking you, and they're like, "Oh my God, that bag looks amazing." And you mentioned that you would do like He-Man and She-Ra. I'm like saying, like, you know, let me know because I got He-Man right here waiting to be immortalized.
I really want to do that, you know. I found a beautiful picture of She-Ra. I really want to do that with the crystal castle in the background. Oh, look at He-Man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I also have She-Ra here. But She-Ra and He-Man. Crystal Castle, the pink version, the toy version of Crystal Castle, or the cartoon version?
The cartoon version. I would do the cartoon.
So beautiful. I mean, yes, I'm living for that. Here you go. Brother and sister on a Chanel bag forever.
Well, we need to find the bag and I'll paint it. No problem.
I mean, it's so amazing. Oh, thank you. I want my He-Man and She-Ra.
It would be amazing. It would be really, really cool.
I mean, you know, like we could really go a step further and make a whole comic book on the bag, like a little, you know, like a strip, like, you know, with images. So I have here like one of their...
I get it. Yes.
Like, you know, to have like a whole, like, a whole storyline on the cover, on the flap of the book.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Yes,
It would be
definitely.
so gorgeous. Just an idea.
Hold on, let me put my glasses on.
Oh wait, I
Yes,
can
I
show it to you
like
again.
that.
I can show it to you again.
Really nice.
Just
Really nice.
I mean, you know, there's different sketches, different colors. This is more green hues and purple. I love the water, the octopus kind of monster from the water coming out. But then there
This
can
is
be more
so
red.
nice.
If somebody's into red, there's a red version.
That is really nice. Where did you get that from? That comes with the toy, or?
It does. Yeah. It comes with the toy. It came with She-Ra. And every toy gets, so He-Man has his own. She-Ra has her own little tiny comic book. Each
love it.
each toy comes with their own comic book. They sell them on Amazon right now, I think. You can get them, the toys, because Mattel is re-releasing them.
The universe.
I don't know for what reason, but to me, She-Ra has always been connected to Chanel. I guess because she has this flamboyant type of sophisticated class, and I don't know what it is. Maybe her gold hardware that makes her.
The gold hard 24K.
Yeah.
24K.
24K plated gold hardware. She-Ra is just like a timeless classic, double flap. Here you go. And in fact, you know why I say She-Ra is the double flap? Because her crown has a double, so it can be worn like that, but you can flip it.
We need to do that there with the...
And then you flip it, and then it's worn like this. It's a double flip. Timeless classic double flip, not double flap in this case. Oh my God. What was the first timeless classic you bought?
The first timeless classic I bought was in 2008, my small classic bag in black caviar with silver hardware.
Double flap?
Yes.
Oh, do you still own it? Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah. It's all black inside. It's before they moved to burgundy.
Yeah, before they flipped to burgundy.
Yeah, it's completely black. The quality is so boxy and hard. It's you know, the structure is intact. And I did wear it a lot. I mean, I do wear that bag. It's a beautiful bag. I love the small classic double flap. Yeah, that's my favorite bag.
But you know, mine, where is it? I have mine from 2015, I want to say. Caviar, also small double flap with gold hardware. Also kept its structure. It's like a little tiny tank.
Yes. I'm so happy with that. And I paid, compared to now,
oh God.
I paid £1,550 for that bag.
Can you imagine?
And I thought, oh, this is so much money. Girl, you didn't know they were going to go up so much in price. Yeah, $1,500. And I still have the receipt, just to remind me of the good old days.
Isn't that amazing? But at the same time, this makes me not want to purchase them again because I'm so happy to have mine. But at the same time, these constant price increases make me treasure my bag even more.
Yes. And I think that's what happened to me as well. I had bought the bowling bag first, then this classic bag, and I was really happy with my collection. And I started buying, I bought the Ultra rings, I bought the J12 watches, and I was really happy. And then costume jewelry, and then I started buying bags again. But for a while, I was very happy with those two bags. The quality is insane.
Yeah, it is. But you know, I was talking to my sales associate just the other day when I went to pick up the tote from Spring Summer 2021, and I said to her, and she agreed, and she's a Chanel sales associate, and she agreed with me, and I said, you know, first I told her, you know, the prices, it's just like she knows that I already have the bags I want, so it's not like she's trying to push them onto me, but we talk openly about these things, and I said, God damn it, you know, these bags are now like 7K, 8K, like soon they're going to be 10,000. It's like, you've outpriced yourselves. She's like, oh, don't you worry about a thing, Dacob. There's a bunch of people buying them like crazy. They don't even ask for the price. They're still buying like they're selling like hotcakes. And something very interesting she said to me, she said, you know what the thing is? There's always new type of rich people popping up. And that made me think.
That's really interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we think, oh, rich is rich. Who is rich is rich. But no, she said, no, it's different type of people come to money in different ways. And it's a totally new wave of rich people all the time. Not everybody comes from old money, and not everybody comes from, oh, I got clever with a startup company and this or that, or then, you had the upcoming of China, and then all of a sudden you had Chinese customers flooding, luxury brands. There was a time when Russia was really big in shopping, but then they kind of lost it. And, but she said, like, now there's a lot of this people reinventing themselves in new ways, and they are the customers of the future for luxury. And I was like, oh, okay, I've never heard this conversation going in that direction. And she said, but they still have to learn what quality means. And I was like, oh, okay. So Chanel knows. So that's why they kind of lack in quality control, because they know that certain type of people still don't know what good quality means.
Wow. That says it all, really, doesn't it?
It's already going on now, I think. But I said also, I said to her, I do have the double flaps, and as much as I love them as objects, as visuals, for me personally, they are actually quite unpractical, because the thing is hanging here, it's boxy, then you got to lift the first flap, then the second one is still down there, you got to lift the second one, and it's really tight, and it keeps falling down again, and you can never get into your bag, really. And she said, yeah, actually, you're totally right. The double flaps are, especially the timeless classic ones, they're considered as status symbols, as objects to see, but they're not the most practical to wear. And she said, and we do recommend, if a customer really honestly comes to us and says, we want a Chanel bag that is also practical to wear, we usually send them over to the seasonal department. Yes, I can see why. Yeah. Isn't that fascinating, though?
Yeah, it is. It is true. I mean, the two flaps, they do make it a bit difficult to get into the things that you need in a rush. So it's not a bag that is terribly practical. I love it because it's very classy and elegant. But yeah, I was looking at my collection, and I do have a few seasonal pieces, like the Trapezio bag from the Paris Rome, which I love. And it has 3 compartments, and I find that bag really easy to use. And I wear that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than they. Yeah.
I mean, the only double flaps that really are more practical are the 255s, because it's a much softer leather.
You got me into the 255s.
I know, you told me.
Guilty. You're very guilty of that. Yes, you really got me. I started watching your videos. You were talking about the mini square, first of all. The first video that I watched, it was about, you had a mini square bag.
Oh, but right? With the double C lock, not the 255.
Yes.
Yeah, the one in Jersey.
Yes, and then I moved on to watching your 255 videos, and you really got me hooked onto the 255s.
Yeah, the 255, I mean, it's just an amazing bag, and it's meant in the soft way that Coco intended it to be. It's a very practical one. You can just slip into it and out of it, because the Timeless Classic is a tank. The way it's, especially in caviar leather, it's not malleable. It's not something you can easily just, it like goes back into its original shape. You can't force it. It's a stubborn bag. But the 255, the more you use it, the softer it gets. It becomes like a pouch.
I love it. I absolutely love my 255s. And like you were saying, I have a jumbo in a classic jumbo in caviar, and I love the bag, but I hardly ever wear it because, like you said, it's a tank. It's difficult to get into, and it's super heavy.
And let me tell you, big bags are coming back again. Don't you guys think that small, tiny bags are the rage forever?
No.
But I think brands need to figure out how to make bigger bags lighter. And this is the reason I told you we were chatting today, as we always do, about Chanel, because we're both CHANELOHOLICs. I was telling you, I'm so obsessed with this tote from Spring Summer 2021, the packable tote, because it's the first time in history that Chanel actually made a big bag that is light as a feather. And to me, that was just, an awakening.
They made a Longchamp bag, basically.
They made a Longchamp bag. They made yeah, they did.
They did. I like it. I like it. But again, I don't know how much I would wear it, what I would put inside.
Well, I'm going to try to educate myself to, like, not baby it as much as I would baby, like, this one, for example, because it's like lambskin and this and that, and the other one, it's a nylon bag. It does have some caviar leather on it, but I've learned, where I started exercising, like, not to baby my Chanel bags, with the Paris, Egypt, or Paris, New York, but I call it Paris, Egypt. I mean, let's not call it Paris, New York. I don't even know why they call it's Paris, Egypt.
Yes, that to me, I always call the Egyptian collection, not the Paris, New York collection.
No, to me, yeah, Paris, New York, like a girl, no, it's the Egyptian collection. So, I started training myself to really enjoy the bags with the bum bag, the Egyptian golden bum bag in cotton.
That's beautiful.
Let me tell you. The strap is in Gros Grand, but it has a leather piece in gold as well. But the bag itself is a wonderful it's a cotton, spray painted with gold and then graffiti over it. And the inside is a burgundy Gros Grand, like a classic old school, like Coco Chanel used to use in her bags. It's soft. It's easy to access. It's big enough. I don't baby it anymore. To me, it's like, oh my God, it just feels me. And I'm educating myself to treat my bags like that. And I have to say, it's thanks to the fabric Chanel bags that I started also accepting the fact that I can treat my leather bags also that way. And a wonderful mix to me is this tote bag from Spring Summer 21, because it really allows you to enjoy a bag without having that fear of scratching the leather, Yeah,
it took me, to be honest, it took me a long time to stop panicking every time I wear a Chanel bag. Even my husband said once, like, when you wear those bags, nobody can get close to you. So I just had to learn to enjoy them, because that's what they're for. And if anything happens, I can always paint over them.
Ooh, yeah, of course. Now we got the expertise.
Now I can paint over anything. No, there's so many companies now that can restore the bags anyway to a very high standard. Here in England, we have the Restory, and they do an amazing job. So I think when we're spending so much money, it's very important to find a balance between taking care of something that is, to me, part of cultural heritage, and also enjoy an object for what it is. So it's finding the balance between those two things. Enjoy it with respect, but enjoy it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I'm getting to that point as well. I mean, there are still some bags that I'm just like, the Egyptian tweed bag that we both have, the mini.
Yes.
I'll never be able to just like throw that bag around. Like, I'll never.
I was really using that bag until, I watched your video and you said that it was so rare. And I covered it in tissue paper, put it in a bag, and I put it away.
But honestly though, like, how it's so precious and beautiful, and the tweed is so intricate, and but then again, this is again, confessions of Chaneloholics here. If, at a certain point, you get to a point where you do have enough of these bags where you have those few that you treasure and cherish, and then you have the others that you can actually wear.
But that Egyptian bag is so special because of all the different textures and colors. It's such a beautiful bag. And when I watched your video and you describe it and you put it into the context of the workmanship that went into it, yes, it's one that I wrapped up and I put it back in the wardrobe.
But you do take it out to look at it from time to time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I always take them all out to look at them.
Yeah, you gotta show them love. And I mean, you can check out my video, that review of the bag. I'll post it up here in the card section up above and in the description box down below so you could see what we're talking about and what video we're talking about in particular. Oh, I have a question for you. When, you know, this tendency, we were talking about this the other day, but like smaller Chanel bags, you know, and not just Chanel, also other luxury brands, there's this whole hype of, which is not going anywhere yet. It started a couple of years ago, of the mini bag, of the nano bag, the micro bag. I mean, we're talking 5 years ago. The nano bag started 5 years ago already, or even sooner, but it's still around. And then Chanel kind of caught on a bit late to the game because they did have their minis, but the minis were never that popular and they were never that much in overproduction as they are now since a couple of years. And this is a theory I have, but you tell me what you think. When they started really pushing these tiny bags, now they're like, at Chanel in particular, they keep making more and more smaller and smaller. I feel like they're doing that because they have outpriced themselves with the Timeless Classics prices and the 255's prices. And it's like, oh shit, like we're at a position now where a certain size bag has to cost a certain amount. And not everybody can jump onto it. So we have to make smaller bags so that we can give them a smaller price tag so that we could still have those price tag slots that are still kind of for luxury standards deemed payable. We're talking, you know, Timeless Classic in the $7,000 range, but then you get these extra weird, tiny, minuscule minis attached to tiny mini chains for $1,500. Now, do you think that they're making them smaller and smaller because they've outpriced themselves in the normal bag size range? Or is there something else going on here?
I think you're right. I think their classic bags are so expensive that these mini bags present a great entry point to Chanel. But a few years ago, Chanel invited me to... the shoe department invited me to take part in an interview they were doing. They were interviewing customers about how we saw the brand and what we would like to see from the brand and what things we didn't like, what things we would never buy. And I remember them saying that their objective was to appeal to a younger market. So I think these minuscule bags are very attractive to younger people who want to start buying Chanel, and they are a very good entry point price-wise.
So it's a psychological thing. They're just manipulating the clients, the customers.
Well, I think it's twofold. Like you said, they have priced themselves really high for most of their bags, so it's good to keep a selection of items that, you know, are still, you know, and I'm doing the quote finger thing, reasonably priced. And then again, like they said, they wanted to appeal to a younger market, And you can see that in the latest collection, some of the prints are very young. And I'm trying to be very, careful with my words. Some of the prints are definitely to appeal to a very young market.
What do you mean you're trying to be careful with the word? What did you want to say?
It's more Camden Town than Rue Cambon.
Oh, I see.
You know, like some of the print, they have some polo shirts with some crazy neon. It's black with
the number 5 and the cinema thing. And
did I send you a picture? It was like a polo shirt with a white collar. The shirt was black, and then it wasn't like your tote bag or that 19 bag. It wasn't like that print. It was a different print. The t-shirt is black, and the print is either green or pink. Yeah. And it is young, to put it, carefully. It looks very young.
Oh, we got another patron. Thank you so much, Guru Edit. Thank you for becoming a patron. Big heart to you. So sweet of you. Thank you. Do you think that Virginie Viard is kind of nailing it up until now, or is she kind of...
Just a lot of things that she does that I really like. that I feel like she's making Chanel really wearable. But some of the looks are definitely not for me. But then again, Carl as well sometimes used to have looks that, you know, he did like a neoprene sort of, you know, collection ones that, or he had some of those items that were a bit like, wow. So I hope that she brings some of her punk side to Chanel, rock chick side to Chanel a bit more. So I'm still hopeful. But I did like her METIERS collection with the black and white jackets. And the metallic bag, you know, when I got that 255 metallic bag, I did love the collection.
So the Rocambole métier. Did you like the Chateau de Dame métier d'art collection?
I did as well. I did like many looks of that. Métier tends to be my favorite collections anyway. But,
mine too, because they tend to be more experimental in a way. Yes,
I agree. But I just hoping there's a side to her that's more gothic-y, and I hope that she can bring that into Chanel.
Yeah, it felt like she was going in that direction a little bit with the fall-winter 2020. You got the boots from that collection. That felt a little bit like 80s.
It was very new romantic, wasn't it? It was very... Yeah, so I had to have those boots.
It had that new romantic, new wave type of feel.
New wave, Duran Duran, Planet Earth.
Yeah. But you know, something interesting that I've heard, I think MK said it. MK's in the chat, by the way, now. Did MK say it? I don't know, but I found that very fascinating. I think it was MK who said, you know, and I was like shocked. I was like, yeah, actually, there's something there. He said, you know, it seems like Virginie Viard, under Karl Lagerfeld for like 30 years, or however long she was there, I think she was there 30 years, that she was responsible, this is like we're thinking, that she was responsible for the pre-collections.
Sure.
And it seems, in a way, that her main collections now, they have that feel of what pre-collections used to look like while Karl was at Chanel.
Do you know, I used to think that. I remember thinking, I wonder if she had a lot more involvement for a longer time than we will ever know.
Oh, she definitely did.
Definitely.
But now that they've stepped her up to the artistic director, it still kind of feels like her main collections, they feel like pre-collections. They're not as fleshed out as Karl's used to be. You know, the pre-collections during his time, they were simplified, more essential, more dry. And now what she's doing in the main collections, it feels just like that.
And that's why I feel like she's making it very wearable. I don't know. I do like a lot. This last, you know, the one that's in the boutiques right now with the pink cardigan, and I'm not convinced by that. There's a few looks, like the first look with that oversized jacket and the skirt to match. I think it's the first look of that collection that is that Charlotte Casiraghi, is that her name? Casiraghi is wearing in the campaign.
Yeah. Isn't she like the future heir to the throne of Monaco?
Yes. I mean,
what are they doing?
Well, they always wore Chanel. You know, Karl was really close to them.
I know. Even interviews of, you know, Karl like saying like, oh yes. Stephanie always told me, because there was a point in French history where the communists were about to take over everything, and there was this risk of people losing all their private properties, blah blah blah. And in that period, Stephanie told, or Caroline told, I think Caroline told Karl, hey, come to Monaco and we can give you our citizenship so you can avoid the stress. And then he said in the interview, he was very proud. He's like, I didn't want to leave France. No. I stayed. They offered me, you know, he always made everything like everything comes to him, but he doesn't care. That whole attitude, which really annoyed me sometimes, because he would really push it in his interviews, you know, like, oh yeah, even Monaco wanted me, but I didn't want Monaco. And And then he was in this private jet flying over there with his pillow, with the same pillow he always had. And I don't know if you remember this video. And then they were filming him, and he's like getting ready to take stuff with him on the jet, and he was flying to see Caroline, and he's like, did you know, he was always talking like, you know, like, did you prepare, and you understand nothing what he's saying. And they're like, yes, of course, and all the minions running like 50 Chanel bags, shopping bags from Rocambon. He's like, yeah, take that in the plane. This is for presents for Caroline and the friends.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? This is for presents for Laura and Dacob. Yes.
Could you imagine if Laura and Dacob was like,
yes, give me presents. But there's a picture of Virginie, and she's wearing the little black jacket, and she has customized it with Susan the Banshee's badges.
Yes, I know. And I think the jacket she customized.
Yes, she customized.
Yeah, it's in the little black jacket book.
The little black jacket. It was in the little black jacket series.
Yeah, and then the book. Yeah.
Ambassador. I mean, I want her to do that for Chanel. I want that soft side. Yeah.
Somebody's asking us. Happy Days asks to you and I, who would be our dream creative director of Chanel?
You.
Oh, wow! You didn't take a second to think about that.
No, we need to get you there.
Oh, thank you so much, Laura. That would be amazing. And you would be my muse. You know, you would.
Oh, thank you.
You would
that would be a partnership made in heaven.
What's her name? Oh God, no, I forgot her name.
Ines?
Yeah, of course, Miss de la Fressange.
Oh gosh, that would be a dream. But
you opened the show.
That would be a dream. That's the stuff, my dreams are made of.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
When I dream, I'm in the show.
Amazing. Oh, Holy Grace says, Virginie is doing Chanel what Maria Grazia did to Dior. Make it wearable for money with less creativity than Carl and Galliano did. And Robert says, totally. Effective Story says, I know more Chanel makeup than Chanel bags. I'm wondering if the lockdown affected their sales. Oh, I'm sure it did.
And the production as well, not just the sales.
Completely. My sales associate told me, like, Dacob, we didn't get a lot of the product that was ordered was not produced, and a lot of that was ordered just wasn't produced enough, so they had to source it out, spread it out through the boutiques. And guys, I know Laura noticed because we were talking about this, but check, I mean, for those of us who are obsessed, CHANELOHOLICs with Chanel, we've been realizing lately that Chanel started putting up on their website pieces from older collections, which they never did before.
Yes. I remember reading in an interview that Virginie said that she was trying to reuse things that were in the ateliers because of all this lockdown and the impact that it had with production and the chain of production. So she was reusing fabrics, accessories.
You know what is also fascinating, I wish I would remember, but my brain is like dead now. My sales associate told me, like, Dacob, she used the word, you know, like they had this fabulous word that they used back in 2015. Yes. In 2015, when they had their first huge price increase, and like when they went up like 25% was insane. And they called it, they said like, yeah, we're upping the price all over the world because, because too many people were traveling to Europe to buy the bags because they were much cheaper than elsewhere, blah, 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 blah. And they called it.
It starts with a H.
Price harmonizing.
Yes, that's it.
And I was like, boy, what a nice way to put the actual truth, which is stingy, greedy bastards.
To put another 3K.
Oh my God. And anyway, so now they've invented another one of those beautifully sounding words to describe the fact that they're just out of ideas, or that they just can't produce enough because the factories can't keep.
I think there has been a massive impact on their production cycle because I don't know if you remember the little wicker sort of picnic basket. I have the smallest one.
Yes.
And I bought that before lockdown. And she relaunched that later on. in the bigger size. And she actually, talked about that bag, bringing that bag back because, it hadn't received the attention that it deserved. And it made sense to reuse accessories that were around.
No, I totally agree with that, but I'm fine with that, but then make that your thing. Don't hide, don't put certain bags that were there 4 years ago and sell them as new. They're not new.
Of course. Yes. The old price would be lovely.
The old price would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's more like, okay, you upped the prices just like a year ago, but the bag is 4 years old. It was produced when your production was also cheaper. So what gives? Yeah. So that's kind of something I have an issue with because, it's not like they need to up the prices. They want to up the prices. And the proof, there's many proofs out there, but there's one particular thing very interesting. In 2013, when Carl did the spring-summer, the art gallery or the art museum collection.
Yes.
My God, some of the bags were so beautiful from that collection. Anyway, so that's the year when the visor shades, foldable shade visor sunglasses hit the runway. Yeah, and now right. Virginie for 2020 cruise collection did the same exact model. In 2020, that's 7 years later. And 7 years later, and I remember because I bought the glasses back then.
Yes.
7 years later, the glasses were only $10 more expensive.
And you can't say that those sunglasses that have been just launched now are the same. They were just, hanging around in the,
No, of course. But what I want
to... She has reproduced them.
Of course they reproduced them. They reproduced them also in new colors, in colorways that weren't available back then. But
lack of creativity, but yeah.
But she didn't up the price 300%. This is what I want to say. Even though they are new glasses produced 7 years later after the first glasses were produced, you're reproducing them 7 years later and you only have a markup. You're marking up the price by $10 only. So you can't tell me that the bag that's 3 years old needs to have a markup of 50%. You're doing it artificially. Obviously, the markup is artificial. Another proof, of course, totally. Another proof is the camera bag, which I just got a month ago. Same price as in 2017. The price never went up because the camera bag didn't sell as much as.
It's such a beautiful bag, though. You have put that in my mind now, and as soon as the boutiques open, I am going to go and look at the camera bag.
I mean, listen, it is the one, it's worth getting. It's because it's a beautiful bag, but also because where else are you going to find that price for Chanel again?
No, it's very, very practical as well. That's what I remember you talking about the bag and saying how practical the camera bag is. It's one of the bags that we can actually really use.
Laura, you can so use it. It doesn't have a flap. You literally just zip it open. The zip is beautiful. It glides so wonderfully, and it's all metal. It's not a plastic zip. And the bag is full leather. It's leather inside and out. Well, did you contact your sales associate asking if they have it? Not yet. I'm waiting until
next week, and I'm gonna send a message, see if I can book an appointment to have some alterations and come and see the camera bag and some denim jeans, perhaps.
I'm looking forward to see you on your birthday with the gorgeous paillette or sequin jacket. I'm still shocked that it changes color. Can you turn it completely black?
I haven't tried doing it all over, but Morella was doing my sleeve, and she made it black. Wow.
Oh my God. I mean, that's amazing.
And then I went, no metal hangers ever, and stop touching my sleeves. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Actually now, because it's flippable, you can actually write on your jacket.
Yes. What would we like to say? I don't know.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Don't touch.
Don't touch me. Stay away from me.
No, METIERS. Yes.
Mommy dearest, yeah, the hangers, no metal hangers. Don't touch me. Don't come close to my jacket.
Exactly. No, she's gonna get all the jackets one day.
Oh, she's a lucky girl.
She said, I don't like that jacket, the shoulder pads. I said, one day you're gonna love them. Believe me. Believe me. One day you're gonna say, Mom, you're gonna have the jacket. I'm gonna say no.
You're like, by the way, guys, this is Laura's daughter we're talking about. She's like, Mom, I don't like this jacket. The shoulder pads are too big. And she's like, you are gonna love this jacket.
It's really funny because in the 80s, my sister is 9 years older than me. And she used to go for the shoulder pad look. And I was a goth. So I hated the shoulder pads.
Yeah, goth is no shoulder pad. Yeah.
Exactly. It's only now that I'm beginning to appreciate the power of the shoulder pad.
The power of the shoulder pads.
You know, it's like...
I love a good shoulder pad.
Let my shoulders do the talking.
Let the shoulders do the talking. I love the shoulder pad. I always say it like, I love when one of your shoulder pads is in the bathroom, you know, while you're in the kitchen, your shoulder pad is in the bathroom and the other one is in the living room. That's how big they are.
I remember we were walking down the road once and this child comes running up to my sister and she goes, excuse me, you dropped this. And it was one of her shoulder pads. That was the 80s. Yes.
Oh, man. Those were the times. We got to bring them back again. But you see, sometimes you find a jacket like that does have a shoulder pad still. I mean, and Chanel is still famous for their shoulder pads. Like, they do shoulder pads like it's nobody's business.
And I remember my mum used to buy me clothes, and the first thing I used to do is cut those shoulder pads off. No shoulder pads. I'm a goth, Mummy. I don't need shoulder pads.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. We come a long way.
We've come a long way, and the shoulder pads have only grown thicker. Just like...
like the skin.
Just like the skin, I know. It's like with age, the skin gets thicker and the shoulder pads grow bigger. You have to compensate for shrinking. The older we get, the more we shrink. So we need the shoulder pads to kind of compensate for that.
That's true. That's true. I'm push my way into places with my shoulder pads, you know. Vivienne
Westwood also, the older she gets, the higher her heels get.
I love her.
She's I mean, you should see her walk in heels. She's amazing. Everybody's scared that she's going to break a leg, but she walks in heels and they're like really high ones and she doesn't, you know, she does it.
You know, Morella's really into Vivienne Westwood now.
I know, you told me,
I'm a proud mother. I'm a proud mother.
I mean, you should be very proud. If a teenager is into Vivienne Westwood, you're doing something right.
Well, she did very well in her school report, so I got her the little necklace with the orb.
Yeah, and you said that maybe for Christmas she might get a Vivienne Westwood bag. Ooh.
Exactly. So.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh, yes, Vivienne Westwood is so good. And I love to combine Vivienne Westwood with Chanel. They kind of really work well together.
I like that. And that's why I was saying I was very excited for Virginia to take over and bring that rock chick sort of side, but I guess we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I love wearing Chanel with my T-shirts from the bands that I love, like The Cure and the Sisters of Mercy and Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah.
And, you know, you will see me walking around with, you know, a pair of jeans, a T-shirt and my jacket.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I was hoping that she will release something that will inform my look as it is.
Yeah.
The music side that I love so much.
But she does that. You know she loves that. You can see how she's a goth at heart. I mean, Virginie is
She is. I could tell straight away when just her eye makeup says it all.
Yeah, she's a goth at heart. I mean, a very bourgeoise female French version of a goth, but a goth nevertheless in her own way.
Yeah. And what she did with that jacket, I mean, that I would love to perhaps when I customize another bag, I would love to find a jersey bag and then put like Susie and the Banshees badges and the Cure badges onto the bag.
Oh, then I have a badge for you too. I can give you a Vivienne Westwood tits badge.
Oh, I love the tits.
Yeah.
Vivian Westwood
Yeah.
era.
Good,
Yeah.
good. The tits. Yeah. Okay. I'll.
We need to free the tits out. Free the tits.
Yeah. There's a tits, a
Okay.
JJ, and a dinky. There's 3.
Love them all.
I had to,
I said to my daughter, Mummy has a Vivian Westwood T-shirt. She says, it's not the one with breasts. Is it, Mum? No, Mummy doesn't have that one yet. It's one that was in aid of a charity, so you can wear that anytime.
But the one with the tits is so cool. The tits T-shirt, and I
need to find that, but the store is closed. Obviously.
Yeah, it's closed. But it's so cool. They have the, whenever chicks wear it, I always say, "Oh, that's so cool. Now you got 4 boobs."
It's on my wish list, that T-shirt.
It's a good one. They have it like in black background, white background. There's a beautiful one in lilac. The print is always the same black print, but the T-shirt is in organic cotton, and there's a black T-shirt, white The white one is the original one with the kind of blue-black print
yes,
for the tits.
That Susie Sue used to have herself.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, well, from CHANELOHOLICs to Vivian Westwoodaholics, obviously. Let's get to some of your chats, and then we can call it a day. We went through the collapsing and the rebirth. This is very Easter, isn't it? To kind of...
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are reborn.
Yeah, the stream died and was reborn. Of course, it was only going to happen on Easter.
In the spirit of Jesus. I went to Catholic and convent schools all my life, so...
Oh, so you know it all.
So I don't celebrate Easter anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Dacob and his gorgeous friends, says Vision L. Aw.
Oh.
Debbie says, I'm sure corporate sets the prices. MK says, I also asked my sales associate about the camera bag, Dacob. She's currently searching for it. Would you provide the reference to me? Yes, I need to get my bill because the reference is on the bill. Debbie says, yes, Laura, I cut my shoulder pads off too. Mr. Philip Fabulous says, if I lived in the 80s, I'd be like Joan Crawford. People would be shocked. Oh my God, they are real.
Yes.
My VidStash says, but does Virginie control the price? I thought she didn't. No, she doesn't make these choices. The corporate does.
No.
Yeah, corporate decides. I love that camera bag. I want it so much, says Mr. Philip. Everybody loves that camera bag. I mean, it's a beautiful little cute little thing.
I have a friend who she loved my Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
But she bought the Lucky Charms in the camera bag.
Yes.
Beautiful bag as well. So
there are the Lucky Charms, but the only one that my boutique had was the one with the windmill, and I'm like, no.
Yes, I think that's the one that she got. But it's a beautiful bag, the camera bag. So hopefully I can find one as well.
Yeah, but don't get the one with the windmill.
No. A plain one like yours. I'm gonna copy you.
Yeah, the plain one would be the best because you're gonna get so much more use out of it, and the plain one is cleaner. Like there's less stuff perforating the leather.
Yes. I think I'm really happy with my one Lucky Charms. I mean, if I could find that bag in beige, well.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, for the camera bag, I'm hoping to find one like yours.
And you're gonna get a lot of use out of it. I'm telling you already now, you're gonna love it. It's like one of those bags you don't think about, but once you have it, like, oh my God, you can't stop wearing it. It's just that practical and easy. Visionel says, love you, Mr. Dacob Bunny. Oh, thank you. Debbie says,
I've really been wearing my painted bag a lot as well, just to go around.
But it's amazing, the painted. Oh, yeah, and as you should be proud of it.
Yeah. I love it. Just to test how it's wearing, and so far, so good. Of course, it's gonna get a bit stained, I suppose, if you wear like a black T-shirt and you have the bag, but I can always paint it again. But it's holding up really well.
But did you paint the back of it in white?
No, it's I painted the front with acrylics for leather. Yeah. Special acrylics, and the back is dyed with a special black.
Okay, but it's black, but it's not gonna. But then it's not gonna.
Front, where it's yellow and white, that might show a bit of dirt. But
oh yeah, okay, but that's just the front. You're always careful with the front. Yeah. Price harmonizing? Says Debbie. Yeah, I know. MK says, Laura, have they also launched the In Chanel app in the UK?
I about that. I have a friend in Barcelona, Alex, and he told me about the app. And you have to request. I think you have to be invited. So again, when I go into the boutique, I'm gonna ask about this app as well.
Yeah.
He tends to send me all the pictures. Bless him, I love him. He sends me all the
that's
the
so
photos.
sweet.
Yeah, he's a lovely person.
Mr. Philip Fabulous says Coco would approve of the practicality of the camera bag. It's 100% very her.
Yes. Yes.
I say joy to the camera bag. Let's bring the rebirth of the in style of the camera bag. That's also a very Easter thing to do. Oh man.
And it was such an 80s bag as well, wasn't it?
Oh, camera bag, very 80s.
Very 80s. So
early 80s, also late 70s.
Yes.
Late 70s, very much in Chevron. There was a Chanel camera bag in Chevron in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yes, that's right.
And suede.
Oh, with a little tassel.
Yep.
Remember?
Yes, I do. I remember that tassel with the gold 24 karat plated gold bit that holds the tassels together. The little, Oh, man. Oh, well. Reminiscing.
If we had a time machine, yeah.
I know. If we had a time machine, could you imagine?
Okay, where would you go? You have a time machine. What day?
Okay, so I would go, but only if I could be completely safe. Okay, like nobody kills me.
This is safe, like the time machine.
I would definitely go to 1921, the launch of Chanel number 5.
Yeah.
And then I would go 1922, the launch of number 22 in Paris, to see how Paris is in the 20s. I always wanted to see that. But maybe I have seen that because, as we all know, I is a vampire. But that's a story for another day. And then I would rather go back to 1955 when the 255 was launched. And of course, I would go back to 1992, fall, winter, just to see the fashion show, the Chanel Pret-a-Porter Fall Winter 1992 fashion show. To be there in the crowd, live, watching that masterpiece of a collection, I'd to die for. What about you?
Yes, I would want to meet Coco Chanel, obviously.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's the first date that I would put in.
Yeah.
What else would I like to see? This is going to sound really weird. I would love to visit Tudor England.
Really? The Tudor period?
Yes, I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
But that's not very safe, so you have to be very careful.
I take a bunch of antibiotics.
Yes, a bunch of antibiotics and...
Will be fine. This conversation is giving me vibes of the Morlocks. Do you remember the time machine? She was called Sheila and the Morlocks in the time machine, that he goes back in time, and they were like those white fairy creatures.
No, I don't know. Who's Sheila?
Do you remember? I think she was called Sheila or Sheila in the movie The Time Machine, that he goes back in time, and they are the Morlocks. These creatures.
No, I don't remember. But maybe I'm just having a blackout.
You need to watch that. Who wrote The Time Machine? I can't remember now. I made Morella read it, though. We should call Morella in to talk about it. But yes, it had to be safe. But Tudor England would be so interesting. And then, go and visit Coco Chanel.
Yeah.
And buy everything. Buy everything and bring it back with me.
Oh my God. Me too. Isaac asks, there has been a cosmetic gift set from Chanel Makeup with a little velvet bag that looks a lot like the original camera bag. Have you guys seen it?
And people are putting a chain onto it and wearing it as a bag.
Yes. Yes, I have them actually here. All the makeup is on top of it. But guys, the photo that I showed you before, I have a few of them. The black one, but yeah, I have it. I know which one you're talking about. I
don't have it, but I've seen it.
Oh, you don't have it?
No, because lockdown.
Oh, but do you want one? Hey, look, it's still packed. There it is.
I don't use them.
No, I know. It's like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
You see it?
All right.
Yeah, I can open it. Because you know.
Can you open it?
Yeah, I can open it because then I can close it again. There it is.
Yes, that's the one.
So there's a version that doesn't say beauty or beauté at the bottom, and it's the version that you get if you. It was available as an edition, like you purchase, like it was a set. You buy stuff and it came into it. So because it was a purchase, this is so stupid. Chanel has these weird rules. Because it was a purchase, you don't get the beauty attached to it, so it's just says Chanel. But this is an in beauty boutique gift.
How did I miss that? Gosh.
And so the gift as a freebie, it's not something you purchase, then it has the beauty attached to it because then it's a freebie. So just so you understand the difference for the people watching us. It is kind of a glittery, yeah, it's like a loofah sponge or like a sponge for the kitchen for washing dishes. Wow. It has that kind of metallic. It's a very dry acrylic to the touch. All right, Laura, thank you so much for coming in into my live stream. We got to end it here before we collapse again.
It's always a pleasure.
Pleasure is all mine, sweetie. Thank you so much. And I hope to hear you soon. And everybody says hello to you in the chats as well. And
hello. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you too. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye, dear. Bye.
Bye.
So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do thumb it up and let the algorithm know that we're doing the right stuff here. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. superdacob all spelled together on Patreon as well. And checks this out. Your name as the co-producer of the Fashion Bunker scrolling at the end of every video is one of the many perks you get as a member or a patron. You can also join me on my social media accounts, superdacob all spelled together, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also join me and follow me on two Chanel dedicated Instagram profiles I curate. One is called Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together, dedicated to my Chanel collection and everything related to whatever's going down with Chanel these days. And the other profile is called Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together, dedicated to the life of Coco Chanel. And don't forget to follow Laura's social media as well, THECCSPY, all spelled together on Instagram. I'll spell that out for you, THECCSPY. I will also post the link to Laura's Instagram account in the description box underneath this video, so be sure to go to her channel, give her a like, follow her, and tell her hello from the Fashion Bunker. So guys, what can I tell you? From one Chaneloholic to another, as you can see, it's not just about the bags and the clothes and the stuff, but there's more than that unites us Chanel lovers. You know, it's interest in art and books and movies and in theater and just everything, or history, art history, time travel, shoulder pads, and especially the shoulder pads. So what I'm trying to say here is, don't be afraid to express the passions that you have for certain things. And it might be, like it was in my life, that you encounter a lot of people that consider you superficial for the things that you love, that kind of dismiss you and think you're not serious enough for the things that you love. But don't you worry, stick to what you love, because sooner or later you're going to find more people like you that share your interests, and then you're going to build up your own community, and then with that, your own family. And there you have it. The secrets of life through Chaneloholics. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye.